Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformer Studios Series 80 Brawn from the Deluxe class. He's from the Bumblebee movie. You can see him there in his vehicle mode, which we'll put off to the side and look at this box real quick. So yes, actually these are new boxes now. They're doing for Studio Series. You can see it's a smaller window. It's got a bigger bit of artwork there. Yeah, the Brawn, and Studio Series, and Transformers, and Bumblebee movie. On the top here, they got rid of the window up here, and now it's just the logo. And on the side here, you got more of the CD render, Studio Series, and Deluxe class. On the side, you have the CD render again, that translucent bit and authentic, all that stuff. On the bottom, you have the copyrights and stuff. On the back, you have product shots and warnings, and yeah, a little bit of a thing there. Brawn helps his Autobots allies hold the line against the Decepticons before being knocked back by an enemy blast. Yeah, another thing different is they changed it, so then they no longer have the plastic inserts. It's now a paper insert, which is printed in such a way that, yeah, it also looks like the standard backdrop thing printed, so they don't have to have like plain cardboard or something. Yeah, it's the same picture, just with holes in it. Yeah, we'll get back to the backdrop in a little bit, but yeah, that's the thing. So Brawn, he is a Cybertronian truck thing. I don't know, it's kind of weird, I guess. Try Cybertronian truck thingy. He's brown, kind of got the yellow and green and silver all over, and there's a little bits of detail here and there. Got a translucent cockpit thing. He's got these little grill detailing. Wheels are kind of the same grayish color and with a little bit of green on the back ones. Got an Autobot logo back here. All that stuff kind of empty down here. And on the top, unfortunately, you can just see his head just chilling out right there. They don't even really try to hide it that hard. It just kind of sinks into the back here, and yeah, that's it. He does, of course, roll pretty decently, all things considered. Yeah, it is very much a Cybertronian car. I'm not really a fan of this, honestly. I'm not sure. I don't really like how it looks overall, just mostly because I just see it and I just think of Burger Car from SpongeBob or whatever. I just think Burger Car. What was the SpongeBob? Yeah, I think it was like McDonald's or Burger King did it way back when. But yeah, that's what I think of, just the Burger Cars, and just that's what it looks like from the front. Just yeah. So it's hard for me to really like it, but he does have a couple accessories, and yeah, one of them is this little drill thing, from the Ultimate Doom. You can plug that in here and yeah, rotate it up like that. And then he's got his gun, which there's a peg here and a hole in the bottom of the gun, and that is supposed to hold it, but it doesn't work super well. No matter what I do, it just doesn't hold on very well. So it's like, yeah, it just kind of doesn't take much to pop it off. And one other thing I also forgot to mention real quick also was the instructions are in the package, and yeah, they're actually not bad. Not bad, too bad at all. But yeah, not the greatest alt mode, I feel, but I guess it kind of works. But yeah, it's just there's this between this gun not pegging in super well and just the general design of it. I'm just not super big fan of it. So it's a thing, but not my favorite thing. But yeah, transform him though real quick is easy to take this. Yeah, you want to take that and move that down and remove it. Yeah, to move that down, remove that bit, and then right here you want to untab this little bit right here from the wheels and stuff. And by the way, just when you're going into from robot mode to vehicle, it's easy if you tab in up here. There's this little tab here to do that first, then this tab. So just kind of tab it in up there and then roll it in like that. It seems to be the easiest way to do it. Yeah, just do that. Untab that on both sides like that, and bring the legs down like so. Go ahead and untab the foot here and rotate this around. Tab it in there and bring the foot the rest of the way up and rotate it forward. Same thing on this side. Untab it here, rotate the whole assembly around. Tab it up here, bring that up and then rotate this forward. Go ahead and rotate the whole waist around 180 like that. And that's the bottom half pretty much done. Up here, what you want to do is unpeg the arms from the top here. Unpeg them from the top and bring them out like that. Bring them out like that, and then go ahead and rotate them at the ball joint and bring them down like so. Bring them down like so, and then straighten out the elbows bit. Take this piece, rotate that in. You could take the head platform and push it up like that. And then take this part and fold it down, and it'll tab into place. Make sure it's fully tabbed in all the way like that. And there you go. There's Brawn in his robot mode. Yeah, and this is where I like things. The transformation's a little too simple for my liking. Honestly, it's particularly for this class. If it was a core class and they had a transformation like that, I'd be fine with it. But I feel like the transformation is a little simple. It's got the clever thing. I think the legs are a little clever, but it still just feels overall very simple. And also, I wish there's something to cover up the head in the vehicle, but there's not. Oh well. Yeah, but the robot mode here I really do like. It looks really nice. It looks a lot like the movie and everything. It's got a bit, somewhat of a sort of a backpack, but it's so, contained that it's not a huge problem. It's mostly just kind of this weird, like, sunken hunchback thing. Yeah, it just looks really nice. You can see a lot of detail here. Like, yeah, you got the, there's a lot of line detail, sculpting detail in the face there. It looks really good. Overall, I think there might be a bit of paint, but it's hard to see. I think there's a smidge of paint maybe in the eyes. It's hard to tell. Yeah, you got that. There's a bit of tech detailing here. You got the auto symbol, more tech detailing on the sides. All that stuff. Greens. Just looks really good overall, I feel. And all the bits back here are not too bad. I just think it looks really good overall. Yeah, and of course he can hold his weapons. You got that whole thing. Just simple 5mm pegs. And this you can hold this if you want. If you want to, I guess, have him give a melee weapon of some sort, a little drill weapon. And yeah, or you can actually also, there's a little peg on here. You can actually take this and peg it onto the top of the gun if you want it like that. That doesn't look too bad. It's a little weird, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Or of course you can take this and this peg holes peg into the back right here and like this. You can theoretically also take the gun and store it back here, but again, it's the same peg from the vehicle mode, which doesn't work very well. It works a little better for this, but it's still, I think the problem is just generally it's just a shallow peg, so it doesn't work as well as I'd like it to, but works better for the drill than it does for the gun. But still not that great, so I'm just going to pull it off and put it off to the side. Yeah, articulation though is head. Got swivel left and right. At least I think it's swivel. It's a ball joint that doesn't really act like one. I think it's just a swivel, so left and right. A little hard to get a grip on because it's a rounded helmet. Plus, it's inset into this little crevice here. You got arms on ball joints, so the shoulders are going to go well around, and they can go outward like that. There is a bicep swivel. It's a weird one. It's really in here, so it's kind of like this. It's kind of a little limited by the sculpting, but it does work. So you got that. You do have a double jointed elbow, which is nice. It does have a wrist swivel, which again surprises me at this scale, but there is a wrist swivel there. Yeah, you can see that. There's waist swivel, unhindered. Hips can go forward, not that far. Back, well, they kind of hit at this point, and then they start, banging and stuff. And they will go further back if you rotate the waist a bit. But yeah, if you have the all straightened out, then it's kind of limited the sculpting. Outward, you got about that much before it just stops. And you get a tiny, tiny bit more if you adjust the waist again. But again, it's just not really worth it because you don't get that much more. You got a knee swivel right there, unhindered. Knees can go a little more than 90. Not a whole lot more, but a little bit more. And you got ankle tilt about that much. And the toe can go down if you need that too for whatever reason. If you need that for anything, it's there, but I can't imagine many poses that use that. Yeah. So yeah, that looks pretty good. And real quick comparison. Right now, the only real one I can do is, I guess, this guy. Studio Series Optimus, just to give you an idea. He's kind of on the shorter side, but yeah. I do like him, I think, overall, at least for the robot mode. His vehicle mode is kind of underwhelming. His transformation's a little simple, but his robot mode looks really good. He's got a little on the short side, so that might upset you a little bit and all that stuff. And one last thing for display as a backdrop. You saw it already, but yeah, you can stand on the backdrop. And yeah, it's a nice bit of the scene from the movie. You can even see Bumblebee right there. And yeah, there's that thing. I do like him overall. He is a bit on the short side, and yeah, he is cost of a standard deluxe roughly. But I do like him. He's just kind of one of those things, like if you like Brawn or like the Bumblebee movie design, you might like this guy quite a bit. But yeah, if you weren't really a fan of the Bumblebee movie designs, then this probably won't sell you in any real way. But I do think I do like how he looks in the robot mode. It's just that the other mode and his transformation are both a little on the disappointing side, so that might just sway you away. But yeah, if you just really like the robot mode, yeah, it might be worth it. But yeah, it's not worth like going out of your way to get or spending over retail. They're just barely, I think, just by how good his robot mode is. I think just barely justifies the retail price. But yeah, if you're not super into him, you might want to wait for maybe clearance or something. But yeah, I think that's it. He's worth, I think, possibly getting, but yeah, not worth going out of your way to get. So yeah, that's it for this one. I hope you found this review entertaining or informative. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. Check out my Coffee, my Patreon. I shall see you next time with another video review.